Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, wishing you, welcoming you to a new moon in Libra on about the 2nd of October, which you should be receiving this video about that time. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for everyone. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for the readings that I offer is in the description box below. I offer a number of readings, but I appreciate your presence here now because I can't do what I do without you. So let's get started, Sagittarius, with your overall energy for this new moon, the Empress. This is about your sense of empowerment and grace in the world. This is about being enough. This is an actual self-acknowledgement, self-respect about the talents, the gifts, and the love that you feel in your heart for what you do, for who you're with, for the success of your enterprise, for the support that you can give to others joyfully. This is part of your natural superpower. You are a cheerleader for others. You always see who's struggling and how they can be helped by a kind word, not by criticism, not by education, but by listening, by helping them to find their strength as you have found yours. This is a beautiful acknowledgement of the power of your loving heart, the power of your talents in your overall life, and the impact that you have in a community in ways you may not even be aware because you're not working for rewards. The work is reward in and of itself. And this is important for you to hear, Sagittarius, because I think sometimes you experience a negative comparison with others who do similar things, and you wonder why they seem to be so much further ahead, or they seem to have more than you have. Not completely acknowledging that you often, at least for the Sagittarians I'm talking to, do not often do things for the reward or even with the reward in mind. It doesn't mean you don't want more. It doesn't mean you don't want to be abundant, but you also understand the multiplicity of abundance. It is not just more money. And this is a beautiful acknowledgement of that and your awareness and ability to allow that to flow into the world and for others to be inspired by it. In the 10th house, this is the way others see you, your social identity. It's interesting, although Sagittarians are not often seen as rebels, you're definitely marching to your own drum. You're definitely aspiring to a higher vision. This is part of what prompts your wanderlust, your adventure seeking, your quest, eternally questing for more, for higher, for the truth. There is something about your positive karma that you have sown in the world as a result of this loving heart that you share without reservation, an almost innocence that pervades your actions and behavior, even if sometimes you wish you weren't so generous, you wish you weren't so loving, you wish you weren't so enthusiastic for all of the enterprises or invitations that come your way. Here you are receiving an opportunity that allows you to truly build something that is going to last, something that is going to be available to others for a very long time. You're kind of leveling up, and in some ways, you may be experiencing this leveling up as a kind of testing, a kind of stripping away the rewards that you believe you've earned in order to examine how deeply you are able to pursue this vision you have of a better world. In the first house, your perspective, the Ace of Wands, well, you're definitely inspired to pursue this better world as yourself, not as someone else, not according to the expectations of someone else, on your own terms. This feels like you offering out your expression, your gift, your talent in a way that inspires others, that comes from your passion, comes from your amazing enthusiasm, your joy for life, and is motivating others with your ideas through your ability to inspire, your excitement about growing, learning something new, expanding what you already know. In the fourth house, your home, your environment, your roots, perhaps. The Four of Cups is describing the way in which you have anchored your ability to align yourself with things that feel good to you, learning to align yourself with the people and the opportunities that see you, that support you, that value you. And this has been quite a struggle for many of you, um, that perhaps assumed, because of your talent, your energy, your enthusiasm, your innocence, your generosity, that everybody supports that. And you may have had to learn the hard way that it is a job to not only come to a sense of fulfillment within yourself, but also to align yourself with others who recognize and support you in pursuing what you want, not what they want. And this has been difficult because it has meant really looking honestly at the ways that you have been irresponsible to your own talents, given your talents away, not been not held others accountable to your effort. And so sometimes this can feel like this new way of practicing an anchored sense of value is routine, it's boring, it's not getting me the experience, the excitement that I want. I need to do something else. This can be someone offering you something that you have grown out of. When you wanted this thing, when you wanted this, whatever it is, this particular partnership or job, you were a different person then. You're not sure, you're considering whether this offer is a real match for who you are now. The beautiful thing about the skills that you have cultivated is that you understand that if this gift, this offer is not what you want, you can manifest the offer you do desire that is a match for you. That's part of the work of the empowerment you've been doing. And in the seventh house is the Knight of Swords, so that you are very clear eyed, very rational, very logical in how you are exploring these new ideas and opportunities, how you are outlining the way, you're doing the research, you're finding out what is necessary in order to achieve this new growth, this new opportunity to expand. This is you entertaining ideas, listening to the opinions of others, having discussions, doing the research, and discovering new things about yourself as you are challenging your assumptions. It feels like every day. It's interesting because the Sagittarians I'm reading for have always challenged the assumptions of others. It's almost like a radar that you have. It's not even intentional, but certainly, I wouldn't be surprised if many of you have been in an educational program where you could critique the syllabus that the professor has given to you, find the chink in the argument simply through your ability to conceptualize things at a higher level. Um, so this is where you are now challenging your own assumptions, not the assumptions of others uh, directly, But in challenging your own assumptions and gaining this new information and negotiating, talking about it with others, you are joining with others who similarly are being challenged. I'm going to pull an oracle card and hope that this is resonating for many of you. If so, please like this video and share this video with those who might find it interesting. Subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I pulled the growth card. That's what we've been talking about. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. This is one of your superpowers, Sagittarius. Always questing, always teaching, because you're always learning. I'm going to clarify the Ace of Wands in the first house with the Magician. Bravo. You have gained the momentum through the healing work that you're doing on yourself, through this ongoing, never-ending generosity and support in sharing your enthusiasm and your love with the world. You've gained the momentum now to understand exactly what you want to create, exactly what you want to build, understanding now that the lessons you've accumulated have built up your courage, your ability, your strength to build what you want. You have everything you need. You've gained all the wisdom, all the knowledge. You have all the tools at your disposal to build something that can last, that is an absolute expression of who you are. And whatever you're building, whatever you're putting out there, whatever you're expressing, is divinely ordained. There's a way that this is much bigger than you could ever imagine. And the reason that you haven't needed to imagine it, because if you imagined it, you might never do it, is now that you're in the flow of this discovery, this expression of this growth, it grows, it takes on a life of its own. And you're finding yourself in a position to have some real influence over people, to have some real impact, to be offering something of value to others. In the fourth house, the Four of Cups is clarified by the Page of Wands. I always like to see the pages because they indicate an openness to learn. So despite what you've learned in your life, despite the myriad of formal or informal education training you've received, you know that when the time comes to learn a new skill, to learn a new tool, to gain more information about something relevant to what you want to build, you will gladly do that enthusiastically. You are committed to ongoing growth. You understand that's what feeds life. The ability to learn lessons and then recognize the incredible potential and opportunity that lies at the end of that. The Knight of Swords in the seventh house of your significant others is clarified by the Chariot card. I love this because this is really about you not being distracted by the needs and the requests, the demands, certainly many unreasonable ones for your time, because of your tremendous enthusiasm, inspiration, energy that you bring, the joy you experience. Your help is requested often, and you automatically put out fires, help others, fix things in a way that keeps putting what you want in the back burner. It's something automatic, and it's a habit you are consciously unlearning. By having your own goal, by focusing on that, you are setting up clear boundaries. You are saying no. In a lot of instances, you would have said yes to. You're no longer trying to be like everybody else. You know you're different. You know your uniqueness is part of your gift. Only you can create and contribute what you have to contribute because of who you are. not because you're like everyone else. This sense of self-acceptance is really helping you to power through towards this vision that is unique and that sets you apart from the crowd. You're okay with that. In the past, where you might have struggled with belonging, struggled as being always the helper, never the one leading, here you are understanding that you can't be like other people. You can only be who you are. That's what you're the best at. I love that. And in the house of your significant relationships, this is indicating a commitment to who you are and to attracting others that are aligned with that. And that being enough for you. In the Wheel of Fortune, in the 10th house, is clarified by the Sun. There's so many messages I'm getting with this. This is the work you've done to love who you are and to simply allow yourself to be yourself. This is easy. Where the star requires us to work hard, also another star. The sun is a star, after all. That is more aspirational. The sun is really the joy in just being who you are, unfettered. Your connection to divinity is powerful when you allow yourself to be authentic, when you allow yourself to express yourself from your heart. When you're pursuing that, you are uplifting everyone around you and reminding them of the abundance of our world, of our life, when you see it. And this is all about joy, just experiencing joy for who you are and what you have right now. And sharing that with others just elevates the entire consciousness, the sacredness of life. You are so resonating with that. And it's interesting because this is the quadrant of your life that the new moon is highlighting. The way that you connect with larger groups of people, associations, your aspirations, your humanitarian urges are all being highlighted by this new moon. And it's all about love. Libra is ruled by Venus. This is incredibly powerful. I'm going to finish up this reading, Sagittarius, with the Chakra Love Oracle. Hope that you found some insight here. And I pulled the card for your throat chakra, which is how you tell your story, how you express yourself, how you communicate, obviously. The key word here is dreams. And the crystal that's being pictured here is the labradorite, this incredible gem that is iridescent. I can't even describe how magnificent it is. Dreams dreams are where your mind translates the divine. I'm going to leave that with you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for this reading. Until next time, namaste.